Hello everyone, and welcome back to the first BCT channel review of 2019. And oh boy, aren't you guys in for a treat. Today we are going to be reviewing Beyond the Game. Now, before I say anything, if you would like a channel review yourself, then be sure to stay till the end to where all the requirements will be stated and they will be the same as last time. So anyways, without further ado, before we get into this, let's kind of talk about how I decided to change BCT. If you watched my last episode or my last review, I said that there was going to be a bunch of changes because I felt like I wasn't doing necessarily all that I could. And throughout those changes, I really like this system. So without further ado, let's kind of discuss the new system a little bit. So instead of being out of 60 points, Better Creators of Tomorrow is now out of 100 points. So standardized testing, I guess. Yeah, but now there's still 3 categories, but only one category has stayed the same. That category is channel presentation. The other 2 categories are video metadata and video content. Not context, content. Now, some of y'all that remember my video context, I bet you're like, what? You're not supposed to judge content because it's up to the creator. Well, I decided that yes, it's still technically up to the creator, but I'm talking about different aspects of the content, like how are your introductions or your hooks, or how is your audio quality, your video quality, things of that nature. Not is this video bad because I dislike the premise of the video. That is not what I'm doing. Anyways, without further ado, let's discuss the point values. Channel presentation is worth 35 points, video metadata is worth 25 points, and video context is worth 40 points. Now, before I get any further into this, I like to read my newer refined disclaimer. So bear with me. All the things that said in this video, despite them being analytical and observation based, are still opinions. The intent of Better Creators Tomorrow channel reviews is not to bash on one's content or creativity, but to give constructive criticism to improve various aspects of not just your channel, but content creation as a whole. The point system is mainly used as a way to appropriately judge you in the various aspects of your channel and should be taken as a way for you to know what needs improvement. All things said, presented, and displayed are done with good intent overall. So, without further ado, let's get into channel presentation. Now, the channel presentation definition is not the same as it was, and here is it. Channel presentation is the aspect of your channel that involves mostly visual aspects like your channel banner, your homepage layout, and your thumbnails. In addition to these visual aspects, it also includes your channel about, your featured content, and the organization of your playlist. So if you guys didn't catch what 6 topics we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about your thumbnails, featured content, channel banner, your homepage layout, your channel about, and playlist organization. 6 instead of 3, like almost twice as well. No, that is twice as much. Now, instead of these all sharing equal point values, the point values actually differentiate to kind of give a sense of weight. So thumbnails are worth 7, featured content is worth 6, your channel banner, your homepage layout, and playlist organization are all worth 5, and your channel about is worth 7. So, without further ado, let's get into the very first aspect of channel presentation, which would be thumbnails. Going based off of your videos and not your live streams, of course, the thumbnails are in need of improvement. Starting with the thumbnails with text, the style you currently use isn't necessarily easy to read on mobile. The text, more particularly those that have dark gradients, need to stand out more. This can be done by increasing the font size, using brighter gradients, adding a stroke, just for some examples. As for those that don't have a text or have text in them, high resolution screenshots would look the best for added clickability, which is probably a word that I made up, but you guys get the idea. And like making it a dramatic scene or things of that nature can also help make the thumbnail more clickable. So for that portion, you score 3 out of 7. Next, we got to talk about featured content. Now, honestly, whenever I checked out this channel, whenever I was first doing it, the featured content is this Jack Action 3 trailer, and it is possibly one of the best trailers or best featured contents that I've ever seen like period, not just on BCT channel reviews. Anyways, your featured content is nothing short of spectacular, although there are various editing things that can improve on, like the sheer dramaticism and the quality of the video leaves a good impression of those that happen to stumble across your channel. But for that portion, you scored 6 out of 6. Now, we move on to your channel banner. Easiest way to approach this is in a way of optimization. One main issue is optimization for the mobile platform. The banner's main point of focus, at least to me, from the way I was looking at it, was the Instagram handle. And on the mobile version, the complete handle itself is not visible. It is actually cut off. Now, from a graphics designer's perspective, since I do create banners and logo, the banner seems very cluttered and in a sense is unesthetically unappealing. Although there is nothing wrong with a banner of that particular style per se, the way it is constructed isn't necessarily sleek and doesn't look good, in basic terms to put it. The additional text bits in relation to Jack Action 3 is also harming it as well. I generally say that a banner should reflect some, or if not all, of the following: the content you provide, when you will provide said content, or appeal to it. Now, I'm also adding to that list because generally that's what I've been saying for my channel banners, but now it's getting to the point to where social media is a huge part of growth. So whenever you are creating your channel banners or you're having a banner made for you, having your social media handles are generally something that you want to have, because it's not only a chance for you to increase your other, your following on your other social media platforms, but it also allows your audience another way to connect with you, making it look more clean and organized. And by putting your social media handles not necessarily just in white text, but possibly, at the bottom to where they're still readable, but not necessarily the main focus, will definitely make your channel appear better. So for that portion, I gave you a 1 out of 5. Now we move on to your homepage layout. Your channel layout is present, which is obviously the main thing of having your homepage layout. But I only have one slight feedback, is for you to have your Jack Action 3 videos appear right underneath your featured content, because they are the videos that are best performing on your channel. And as opposed to them seeing the time of how long your live streams are, they will see the short videos and they are more inclined to click those videos as opposed to, an hour and 40-minute live stream. Now, obviously people can still watch the live stream, but when you're coming to a new channel, seeing a live stream first and seeing it of that length, you might not necessarily watch the whole entire thing. And not going to lie, Jack Action 3, it's a really great series, and when I get further into the review, I'll explain, a lot more about it. But for the homepage layout, you got 4 out of 5. Now we get into one of the more detrimental things of channel presentation, and that is your channel about. The first issue I noticed is that you start your channel about with hashtags. It is smart to describe your channel first with information that is related to your schedule, your content, etc. Although I'm not necessarily sure about what I'm about to say next in particular, I am pretty confident that hashtags won't have any kind of effectiveness on your channel, and it's a waste of characters that can be allocated towards describing more information about your channel or maybe a series that you run on your channel. With the constructive part out of the way, it's good that you have a schedule on there as well, and you tell the main content on your channel. Social media handles are also at the bottom, which is good as well. So for your channel about, I gave you a 4 out of 7. Last, but I guess kind of least, maybe, I don't know, depends on who you talk to, is playlist organization. Your playlists are organized, and albeit there are a number of them with just one video. Something that can be done to make a playlist, or not to make a playlist, but something that can be done is for you to make a playlist when any particular two types of videos, well, if any particular type of video reaches 2, so then it'll actually be a playlist and not just a single video. I understand if you are doing this for, in the future, if you plan to do more. So with that being said, that will conclude the section on channel presentation. Oh, for that last one, you got a 5 out of 5. I get ahead of myself. That will conclude the section on channel presentation, and you scored 23 out of 35. Next, we are going to talk about video metadata, the one that I guess is really important, since apparently a lot of people don't get this. Now, let's talk about what video metadata is actually, for those of you that are not aware. Video metadata is not about the video itself, but rather the many different aspects surrounding the video that must be applied through the Creator Studio. These aspects include tags, end cards, information cards, and your video description. So if you didn't catch those 4 for whatever reason, maybe you weren't paying attention, maybe you were giving your dog some water, I don't know. The 4 things we are going to talk about in this section are tags, end cards, information cards, and video descriptions. Tags and video descriptions are both worth 7, end cards are worth 6, and information cards, otherwise known as iCards, are worth 5. So let's talk about your end cards. Browsing through your videos that aren't live streams, I see your videos all have end cards, which is great. The only thing I would necessarily recommend is maybe changing your outro, or at least the end screen that accompanies it, to make it look better. But other than that, it's really perfect. So for that, I gave you a 6 out of 6. Now, your video descriptions. Looking at videos dated as far back as 2 months ago, to use recent examples, your descriptions can be written better. First and foremost, only do hashtags at the end of your description. The first 3 lines of the description are very important, and I believe I discussed this in one of my BCT Creator course videos. There will be an iCard in the upper right that takes you to a metadata video, and oh my gosh, video metadata video iCard. Who would have known? What? Grammar, God. Anyways, hashtags should always go last because they don't necessarily affect tag ranking as much as having, you know, words that are in the actual first 3 lines of the description. Anyways, the first 3 lines of the description are important is because whenever people are browsing, those 3 lines are what's going to describe the video, and those 3 lines are what are going to affect, say, particular tags from ranking and from not ranking. So the way you need to construct your first 3 lines is for you to either convey a certain amount of information to get them to watch it, or to tease information about the video to entice viewers to click on it to see what you meant by what you put in the description. But they play a very important role, or not, when I say they, I mean the first 3 lines of your description, in getting a tag ranked. But otherwise than that, your descriptions have a good amount of size to them. They're informative for the most part. I would also recommend to not start any of your descriptions with road to X amount of subs, because that, like I said, doesn't necessarily convey information that would make anyone want to watch. So for that portion, I gave you a 3 out of 7. Next is information cards. After looking through several videos, I clearly saw a utilization of the iCards, so that's great. The only thing I have to say for future references, because you kind of do this already, is to place them at dead points of videos. So like, say there might be just some like point that is not necessarily as intense as other videos are, then that would be a great place to place an iCard. So then if your audience is just so happen to losing interest, there will be an iCard to direct them to another edit or another video that would pique their interest. And then I would also try and space them out, but besides that, flawless. So 5 out of 5 for information cards. Now, tags. Knowing that you have watched and shared my tags video, thank you, by the way. I have been anticipating this topic ever since we kind of discussed this channel review, so I can finally judge your tags appropriately. Out of your past 10 videos that are not live streams, 10 tags were ranked, which is actually very good. However, your tagging can be improved. One of the main things is that your tags should also be found in your description somewhere. So for example, we could take your Fortnite video well, not necessarily your Fortnite video, but a video of, I think his name was Superman, and 2 tags were actually ranked in those videos. It was Superman and then like Superman Twitch, but all the rest of the stuff said, you know, all this Fortnite stuff. Now, looking at your description and comparing it with your tags, there was nothing that said anything about Fortnite. Now, actually, I believe I discussed this in my tags video on saying how generally Fortnite tags are oversaturated, so the chances are you won't get them ranked anyways. But it's still a great idea to include tags that are found in your description, or to write your descriptions to a way to where multiple tags can be found, because that can help increase the chances of that tag getting ranked. So not only can you apply this to, you know, just that particular video, but for all your videos. So for example, if you put like, this is like some GTA 5 machinima, then I think I said that wrong. Then make sure to have GTA 5 machinima. I swear I'm saying that wrong. GTA 5 M word in your description and in your tags. Now, I'm not saying that they will get ranked, but there is a higher percentage that they will get ranked, and I have experienced this myself, considering that BCT has gotten quite a few ranked tags in different aspects. So in addition to that, be sure to tag not only just your channel name, but to also tag like maybe people that appear in the video. So for example, one of the ranked tags that I saw was your name on Amino, which is Swigs. So maybe you should start tagging your videos with Swigs. And then as well, whenever I was watching a video, I saw how all these names kept on popping up. Maybe you can tag them, and so if they happen to get searched up, maybe this video of them this video with them included would pop up. So really, that's all that I would have to recommend. So for that portion, you scored 5 out of 7. And to conclude video metadata, you got 19 out of 25. Now, before I go into the last one, I'm going to say my channel reviews are going to be around this length generally, because I'm going significantly more in depth. And I feel that if I should take the time to, you know, analyze a channel and give my analytical and observational opinions, that I should, you know, try my best to, you know, say as much as I can and not try and hurry up just because some people won't watch the video thoroughly. Anyways, on to the last section, which is video context, or not video, video content. So what is video content in this context? Pun intended. Video content is not just about the video, but much rather different conceptual aspects that make up the video. Although this does include quality-oriented sections such as your audio and video quality, it also includes things like your introductions and the overall video length, which could affect multiple aspects on that video, including watch time and audience retention, just to name a few. So without further ado, let's get into our first topic on video context, which would be introductions. Because of the style of your video is actually very different than what I've done on my reviews, I had to take a different approach to judge it. And what I have to say is, well done. The way the videos are constructed, they keep pace well under 15 seconds, which is like the not necessarily the recommended, but it's around the estimated time that you have to capture your audience attention, so then they'll try and stay for the rest of the video. And there were numerous videos, not live streams, that I've watched to where I was just hooked on and inclined to watch them. And that's something that you need to continue to do. It's something that is great. However, the only thing I would improve, and this is once again the graphics designer of me, is maybe make the introductions, like say you have, you know, your logo is like by Swigs, or I can't actually remember what it is as I'm recording the audio for this right now, so I apologize, is maybe make it look more refined, just, you know, spruce it up a little bit. I guess that's how you would say it. But other than that, perfect. So for introductions, you got 5 out of 5. Video length. With your videos and not your live streams in consideration, your video length is nearly golden. Due to the style of your video edits, it is the perfect link to maintain a good majority of your audience retention. That's really all I have to say for that. And I swear that me saying not your live streams is going to become an inside joke that due to your videos and not your live streams, I'm sorry, I just needed some comic relief. It's freaking 3 o'clock in the morning. Why am I still up? Anyways, now we can talk about quality. So next we have to talk about audio quality. Now audio quality is split into 2 parts: balance of your audio and the quality of your audio. So the balance of your audio in terms of music and your voice were just about spot on. There was one video where I say the music could have been lowered just a little bit, but other than that, it was great. And if you are wondering what that video is, it is the Superman video where the one with the Fortnite. That was really the only video that I felt like the music was too loud. Now, for the quality of the audio, it was actually fairly stellar. However, the voice sounded slightly muffled, but besides that, it was really, really crisp. So for the audio quality, you got 11 out of 12. Now, video quality. The quality, considering it is GTA 5 machinimas, still think I'm saying that word wrong, is absolutely spectacular. God dang it. It is absolutely spectacular. What? Absolutely spectacular. And even more so for the other game edits. The only issues that I've seen, and this is more necessarily opinion based, is the text gradients. There, you can always just do white text with different transitions or different effects. And besides that, then I just give a really huge thumbs up. And at the end, please, I hope you guys stay for the end. I actually do have some more personal things I like to say about the channel. I guess it's going to be called Sharky's Corner or something like that. We'll decide a name for this segment later on, but let's just finish out this one last piece. Engagement value. Can somebody please help me? This literally needs almost nothing to be said. Like, what the hell? In all seriousness though, remarkable job, especially with Jack Action 3. One of the most engaging stories I have ever watched on YouTube ever. And I mean that sincerely. Whenever I was looking through your videos, you know, doing audio quality and video quality tests, I was just absolutely in awe of Jack Action 3. The writing, the way that you have edited it. I mean, obviously there's some improvements that can be made, but it was truly amazing, and I can't wait to see more, to be honest. So, to conclude that section, you made 37 out of 40, which leaves your grand total from all 3 sections a 79 out of 100, which is an A. So, from 70 all the way up to 89, that's an A. And then from 90 to 100, that's an S. But it's going to be very difficult for a person to get an S, just saying. But anyways, before I go talk about the requirements, I just want to say this channel, the only downside that it has is the channel presentation. Once the channel presentation gets improved, the quality is there. The content is really, really good. And if you guys are still watching this, I want you to go check out the link in the description. Well, there's actually going to be 2 links, 3 links. One link will be to the channel trailer, or not the channel trailer, the featured content, which is his Jack Action 3 trailer. Another link will be part 1 of Jack Action 3. And then the last link will be to his channel. At least check out his channel. But really, check out the Jack Action 3. If you just have 12 minutes of your spare time, check it out. It is really good. The writing is just actually spectacular. Now, as I said, the only thing I have to say is that channel presentation needs to be better. That's really it. And besides that, obviously you can improve with editing, but what you're doing right here, it is really, really cool. And I'm almost speechless by it. But that'll basically do it for this review. Now, I bet a bunch of y'all are wondering how you can get yourself an in-depth review on all the things that I think you can be improving on your channel. Well, I'll be glad to share those requirements with you. First and foremost, requirement number 1 is you must be officially signed up for the BCT Creator course. Now, why do I say this? Well, BCT Creator course is something that I started on this channel to start helping out other YouTubers that might not necessarily know all these different aspects about YouTube. I've had this channel for almost 3 years now, technically, or is it going to be 2? No, it's actually almost going to be 3 years. I have this channel for almost 3 years. And before that, I have several channels that have actually failed. But because of those failures, I've gained a massive amount of knowledge. So I guess you can't really say that it was a failure. It was a learning experience. And due to this learning experience, I know a good amount of things about YouTube that I like to share with all of y'all, and the best way to do this is through the BCT Creator course. Now, if you do sign up for the BCT Creator course, there will be an option for you to sign up for the newsletter. And signing up for this newsletter, it gives you priority on the next courses, gives you priority on who gets a channel review, as well as a bunch of other things. It allows you to get involved with some of the community videos that I plan to do here on BCT, and a bunch of other things. Next, requirement 2 is to join the Better Creators of Tomorrow Discord server. Now, this Discord server, or not the Better Creators of Tomorrow, but it's just the Creators of Tomorrow Discord server. Now, in joining this Discord server, you have a chance to meet other people that are in the Better Creators of Tomorrow community, as well as conversate with them, get feedback on your videos, give feedback on other videos. It's one of the stepping stones that I'm trying to do to build a community that is selfless, that is willing to help one another. And that's something that I really think is absent from really any YouTube community, is because no one really wants to help each other. No one wants to give feedback with each other. And that's one of the main goals. That's kind of why I created Better Creators of Tomorrow, to do that. And requirement 3 is to be active in the BCT section of the server. And what do I mean by that? Well, when you join the Creators of Tomorrow server, and assuming that you fulfilled requirement number 1, then you need to tell me that you came from this video, and I will give you this role stated BCT. This will give you access to all things BCT related, and this is how you'll be in tune with the community. And being in tune with the community, you can talk, get feedback, receive feedback. And if you are active and you want a channel review, then chances are one of these months I will give you a channel review. All the links will be in the description of this video, and mainly, you do not have to be subscribed to my channel, and you don't have to be subscribed to the Review Ease channel. This is not for my personal benefit. This is for a growing of a community that I'm started, and I want to make that clear. Not my personal benefit. You don't have to be subbed to my channel. You don't have to like this video. You don't have to comment on this video, even though they will be very appreciated. You don't have to share this video. You just need to follow these 3 requirements, which technically have nothing to do with my channel growth. Anyways, if you made it to the end, I want you guys to put #BeyondTheGame. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the new way I'm constructing my channel reviews from now on, then, be sure to leave a like. Comment down, what do you think? Like, is this a great way for me to take my channel reviews? Or is there something that you think I should be doing different? Let me know down below. Share with your friends. Maybe they might be interested in getting a channel review, pointing out some things that they can improve on so they can become better content creators on this platform. And last but not least, why not check out other Better Creators of Tomorrow videos here on my channel? I have many other channel reviews, so you can see how my old channel reviews were done, as well as the BCT Creator course, which goes in depth depth about different topics, like how you can start managing your schedule for 2019 and how you can use tags to basically help your channel get discovered, as well as the importance of metadata, collaborations. There's just a plethora of things, and obviously there is a bunch more to come. And there's also BCT talk videos, which I guess are kind of like podcast episodes, which we will be doing another one very soon, actually. Anyways, thank you all so much for Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Mykal, better known as ITZsharky, and I'll see you all next week on BCT.